Hey Explorers, today we're going to be installing the white-knuckle off-road rock sliders on Kino the Tundra. I'm super excited about this. I've had sliders on all my vehicles for the past, 15 years. I probably installed 20 sets of these, but this one's really special. These ones are bolt-on. I've always welded them on in the past. These are impressive sliders. This is 1/4 inch thick, extremely robust, 0.188 tube, and these are meant to take a serious beating. They're not just steps to get in. They are rock sliders. You can jack the vehicle up from these. You can rest them on rocks and they will protect the whole side of your vehicle. Let's get to installing these. It doesn't take many tools to install these, but this is not a fast install. You want to take your time and do it right. And the key to this is going to be using sharp drill bits. Now I have a Drill Doctor, which is a drill bit sharpener, and it makes a world of a difference for jobs like this. And I plan on sharpening these bits halfway through the process. It's the difference between sitting there grinding on a bit, just spinning and spinning and spinning and doing nothing, sharpening it, and then it just cuts right through like it was wood. Huge difference. So that's what I'll be doing, and I'm just using regular cheap drill bits that are sharp. These sliders are for an 07 to 2019, and I'm just using the install instructions on white-knuckle's website. They are very well written, but hopefully this video helps you see how to do it. All right, enough talking, let's get working. We're going to start with the passenger side because the driver's side has a fuel tank which is in the way, which complicates things. So we're going to do the easy side first, and then I'll show you how to do the more difficult driver's side. Anytime you're working underneath your truck, I recommend washing it first. It keeps dirt and debris from falling down into your eyes. One cool thing about these sliders is that they are balanced, and I can lay them on the jack stand without the feet pulling it over or any weird toppling. Alright, right now what we're looking for is anywhere that hardline clips are going to get in the way of the plate, like right there. So I'm going to have to push that through. This one might as well, so we're going to keep an eye on that. On this 2018 model, the front cover covers one of these frame plates, so I need to get that off. To get the bolt through there. Then you want to line it up with the holes in the frame. That's where the bolt holes are going to go through to hold it. To get to the front plate, you're going to have to remove this protective cover, which is a 12mm socket. You can see the washers and nut. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Passenger side is loosely bolted on. We can kind of position it in place now. Now with it a little bit loose, we can position it exactly where we want, front and back, and then we're going to snug it all up to the frame and tighten the bolts. Got this snug, ready to tighten this stuff down. Got a clamp up there, the jack right there. 19mm, your friend. Our bolts are now on the sides. And now it's time to start drilling our holes underneath here. There are a few handy tips to make this easier. One of them is using your jack as an upside down drill press and pushing up on the drill so you're not wearing yourself out. We're going to start with our 1/4 inch bit and then work our way up to the 1/2 inch bit. You don't want to just go for it with your 1/2 inch bit. What actually happens when you look at these bits, the width of this cross section here is doing 0 cutting. All the cutting comes from these blades. So this should follow a hole that size. So we're going to start small and then just step it up from there. And having a sharp bit is everything. First step is to take your 1/2 inch bit and use it as like a centering tool to mark where the bit's going to be. With the center marked, I can now take a punch and tap it, then my bit will sink right into that center hole. Man, sharp bit for the win. With the hole drilled, I'm ready to put the last bolt in. Bolt the bottom on and we're good to go. Alright, now just repeat that 4 more times on this side and then we'll get to the other side. With the passenger side done, we're ready to move on to the driver's side. And this one's trickier because it's got that massive fuel tank in there. Now we don't have any brake lines or hard lines to remove on this side, but we do have that same plate up front that we had on the other side. On my 2018, I didn't have to loosen the e-brake cable. I was able to just get the bolt right in there. And white-knuckle provides these backing plates with the nut on them welded to a welding rod so you can fish it in there so you don't have to get your hand right on it. Sounds easy in theory. Let's see how it goes. Kind of tricky with the tank there. I'm going to bend it down some. About like that. Alright, it's close. So I was able to fish it up there, got it on. And even with the 39 or 38 gallon fuel tank, the big fuel tank, I'm still able to reach the stuff in here that I need to. Ironically, this is the side I thought I would have the most trouble with, but with the washers, with the welded on nuts, and with the sticks to place them, this side has actually been easier. Now it's just like the other side. Position it where I want, tighten it up, drill my 5 holes, and install those bolts. Super straightforward, probably because I don't have a fuel tank skid. If you do have a fuel tank skid, I recommend either lowering it or completely removing it to make it easier to fit your hands in to grab these bolts. And there you have it. If I can do this in the winter in my driveway with simple tools, you can do it too. A little bit of patience, but what a great end result. These sliders are extremely stout. I've had a lot of sliders, but nothing even close to this. 1/4 inch main tube, super beefy, 188 outer tube, amazing welds, amazing fit and finish. What an incredible product. I cannot believe the brackets lined up exactly where those holes were and nothing was bent or tweaked. White-knuckle knows what they're doing. If you're looking for some serious rock sliders that are going to be taken in the rocks or you're going to use it as a jacking point, definitely check out the white-knuckle sliders. They are incredible.